Welcome back to the lecture series on standard deviation, and right here we have how to compute the standard deviation of an ungrouped frequency distribution. So the formula remains the same. Standard deviation denoted by sigma. Then the only difference between this formula and the previous formula, that is the formula for standard deviation of a simple series or a set of numbers or set of values, is the introduction of f, and that's because we are dealing with frequency distribution this time around. However, on grouped, every other thing remains the same. We have your x values, your mean value, your n, which is equal to your total frequency, and then your all roots. Also, you can use this formula also for the variance to get your variance sigma squared. By the time you are squaring it, the square root disappears, so everything becomes x minus x bar all squared over n. So they are pretty much the same, or you can just find your standard deviation, and if you need your variance, then you get the square roots, or you can just find your variance, and if you need the standard deviation, if you find your standard deviation and you need your variance, all you need to do is just square it. You square it. The square of your standard deviation gives variance, so the square of your standard deviation gives variance, and the square root of your variance, if you have your variance already, you just take the square root to give you your standard deviation. As simple as that. So I will apply that by the end of this, or at the end of this example. So let's just quickly solve or walk through an example. So right here I have my example, an ungrouped frequency distribution, the x value with its corresponding frequencies, and back to the formula. The first thing you need is your mean. I'm going to skip out to find the mean. I want to assume by now we should know how to find the arithmetic mean of an ungrouped frequency distribution. I did it during the mean deviation video, the mean deviation for an ungrouped frequency distribution. You can also find it. In the arithmetic mean for an ungrouped frequency distribution video. So I have two videos where you can easily find out to, or see, or watch how to find the mean of an ungrouped frequency distribution. So all I'm going to do right now is to skip how to find the mean and just write out the mean value directly. So the mean value here, x bar. So let me just write it all down. The mean this time around is just 2.7. So I'll keep my 2.7, 2.7. The next, according to the formula, is to get your deviation, that is x minus x bar. So we have x minus x bar. For our first deviation, this minus this. First deviation will be negative 2.7. So just to be sure of what I'm doing, we can always use the calculator. The next thing will be 1 minus 2.7. So 1 minus 2.7. Right here we have negative 1.7. Next, 2 minus 2.7 minus 0.7. Up next is 3, 0.3, then 4, 1.3, and then 5, 2.3. After getting your deviations, the next thing is to get your squared deviation. X minus x bar all squared. So you're basically squaring everything you have here. Back to our calculator. Alright, so to square this, I'll just pull off this in brackets. That's how it should be anyway. So here we have 7.29. Change this to minus 1.7. So we have 2.89 minus 0.7, 0.49. The next is 0.3, 0.09, 1.3, 1.69, then 2.3, 5.29. Moving on, back to the formula. Now we've gotten our squared deviations. Then the formula says you multiply your squared deviations by f, and these are your f values. These are your squared deviations. So let's get our f times our squared deviations. Move this here a bit. Okay. So this times all of this. Calculator again. Alright, for the first one, we have 3 times 7.29. So 3 times 7.29. Here we have 21.87. Up next, 5 times 2.29. Oh, sorry. 89 rather. For 89 we have 14.45. Then 4 times 0.49, we have 1.96. Then 7 times 0.09. 7 times 0.09, we have 0.63. Up next, 8 times 1.69, 13.52, and finally 3 times 5.29. Then we have 15.87. Back to the formula. The formula says sum them up. So we can just throw our summation line here, and then you sum up 21.87 plus 14.45 plus 1.96 plus 0.63 plus 13.52 plus 15.87, and all together we have 68.3. The next, you get your n, and n means your total frequency. So this is your frequency colon, your total frequency. Just sum up your total frequency. Also 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3. Our total frequency is 30. Okay, then we can find our standard deviation. For standard deviation, we have our numerator divided by our denominator 30. So all together for the standard deviation, we we have 68.3 divided by 30. So our standard deviation is 2.277 to 3 decimal places. All right, now we've found our standard deviation. Keep this. Now that we've found our standard deviation, you may also need to find your variance if need be. To find your variance is simply the square of your standard deviation, and we know that this is our standard deviation right here. So you just find the square of 2.277 all squared. Then your variance is 2.277 all squared. That gives a variance of 5.185 to 3 decimal places. As simple as that. I'll see you in the next video.